Coming up on the channel today, something a little unusual for us. I'm going to do 5 really sad songs coming right up. Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Group podcast and YouTube channel, and we almost always try and keep the channel as positive as possible. Like, we don't do things like overrated or, songs I've heard too much, stuff like that. But we have a series of videos on the channel coming up about songs that might be sad or downers or whatnot. So I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring and do 5 songs that I think are really sad. Now, the first one on my list, I think is going to be the most fairly obvious of them, but then I've got 4 other choices that I think are pretty unique and different than you would find in most lists like this. The first one I don't even really have to say much about, but is George Jones, He Stopped Loving Her Today. If you don't know why this song is so sad, you really only need to take one listen to it and pay attention to the lyrics, and you'll understand why it's such a sad song. Moving on to the less obvious ones, Everclear, who is mostly known for like upbeat and big, happy, booming songs. They have a song called Wonderful. And again, it has that Everclear sound. It's very bouncy and big and happy sounding, but when you listen to the lyrics are about a small kid getting told that his parents are going to get divorced, and all the thought process that he keeps inside himself that he might not share with anybody else, and even how he thinks about the feelings that his parents might be going through as well. It's really it's a song you could think about a great deal, but it's definitely sad nonetheless. The next one is a song that Bonnie Raitt is known for. Her version, I think, is the best known version. But honestly, I would tell you, you could either go with Bonnie Raitt or Prince's version of this song, which a lot of people didn't know that he did, is I Can't Make You Love Me. And again, I mean, if you're a teenager all the way up to, I don't know, somebody in your 50s, you probably can identify with the whole point of the song and how sad of a feeling that is, unrequited love. But I would tell you, if you know the Bonnie Raitt version, I would tell you to listen to the Prince version, because I wouldn't say it's any better, but it has an even more sad feel to it, in my opinion. The next one is probably the most unorthodox choice on my list, but it's just a really sad, contemplative song, and that's the final song on the Pink Floyd album, The Final Cut, Two Suns in the Sunset. And at first glance, the song is about more or less nuclear annihilation, which I would argue is a pretty sad subject. But the lyrics of the song go through a person's the thoughts a person would be having, like seeing the incoming nuclear annihilation. And I don't know why, but to me, just that whole thought process is what makes the song even sadder than the main subject for it. The last one on my list, I'm going to circle back to country, but I would argue that this is the saddest song ever recorded by anybody ever. And if you haven't heard this song, go check it out after this video, and just be warned that I feel that it is the saddest song that's ever been recorded. There's a song called Alyssa Lies by Jason Michael Carroll, and the first 2 verses of the song are about this girl at school who lies, like no one believes anything she says, like a my dad is Superman type of lies. And the person singing the song, his daughter keeps coming home and saying Alyssa lies and nobody believes her. And in the 3rd verse of the song, it comes out that what Alyssa had been, no one believed her about, was abuse at home. She had been, abused by, I would assume, her father. And you know where I'm going with this. The 3rd verse is the saddest verse to any song I've ever heard in my entire life. So again, if you want to hear the saddest song ever, look up Alyssa Lies by Jason Michael Carroll, but be warned that it is the saddest song ever. Again, really unorthodox video for the channel, but this is one that I would love to hear from people on. Like, what are some sad songs you know of? And maybe, like I said, some unorthodox choices. You don't just have to go with everything country. Maybe leave some comments below. Let me know what some of your saddest songs you've ever heard are. But as we always say in these videos, thank you so much for watching.